Algebraic fractions. Algebra is the use of letters to represent numbers. Simplify. We have m squared minus 1 divided by m squared minus m. So when you are given such questions, what you are supposed to do is to check whether you have a difference of two squares. When I look at this question, m squared minus 1 is a difference of two squares. 1 is the same as 1 squared. So where there's 1, we'll replace a 1 squared. Then we are going to factorize a difference of two squares by getting the difference of the bases times the sum of the bases. The difference of the base is m minus 1 and the sum is m plus 1. So where there's m squared minus 1, we'll replace, open your brackets, m minus 1, close your brackets, and then open your brackets, m plus 1, close your brackets. And then we'll factorize the m squared by minus m by removing the m, which is common, and then whatever remains we'll put inside the brackets. It will look like that. When you look at the m minus 1 and m minus 1, that is a common factor. We can always divide m minus 1 into m minus 1, which is going to give us a 1. We are going to remain with m plus 1 divided by our m. That is our answer. Then we go to the next one. We have x minus 2 divided by x squared minus 4. Check, do you have a difference of two squares? Yes. X squared minus 4 is a difference of two squares because 4 is a perfect square number. 4 is the same as 2 squared. So where there's 4, we are going to replace a 2 squared. When you are given a difference of two squares, you are supposed to get the difference of the bases times the sum of the bases. So we are getting x minus 2 divided by, open your brackets, x minus 2, close your brackets, open your brackets, x plus 2, and close your brackets. X minus 2 is a common factor. So you can divide x minus 2 into x minus 2 to give us a 1. Our answer is going to be 1 over x plus 2. That is our answer. So sometimes the difference of two squares can be the numerator and sometimes it can be the denominator. We go to the next question. We have expressed as a single fraction in its lowest terms 1 over x minus 4 minus 2 divided by 5x minus 1. So the way we solve these questions is the same way we solve common fractions, where you have to find the common denominator and then divide each denominator into the common denominator. The number of times you are going to divide the denominator into the common denominator, you multiply by the numerator. So our common denominator here will be, open your brackets, x minus 4, close your brackets, open your brackets, 5 minus x, 5x minus 1, close your brackets. So our common denominator is x minus 4 and 5x minus 1. So we'll start dividing. X minus 4 into x minus 4, this is giving us a 1. Remainder 5x minus 1. So we are going to multiply this 5x minus 1 by our numerator, which is a 1. Then we'll divide 5x minus 1 into 5x minus 1 will give us a 1. Remainder x minus 4. So that x minus 4 we have to multiply by our numerator 2. When you do that, expand. You are going to say 1 times 5x will give us a 5x. 1 times negative 1 will give us a negative 1. Negative 2 times x will give us a negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 4 will give us a positive 8. And then we'll group the like terms together. So we have 5x minus 1 minus 2x plus 8 divided by, open your brackets, x minus 4. Close your brackets, open your brackets, 5x minus 1, close your brackets, and then group the like terms together on the numerator. So we'll say 5x minus 2x, and then we have 8 minus 1. So we have 5x minus 2x plus 8 minus 1. Our answer is going to be 3x plus 7 divided by, open your brackets, x minus 4, close your brackets, open your brackets, 5x minus 1, and close your brackets. 3x plus 7 cannot be simplified. They are unlike terms, so you leave them like that. We go to part B. Part B, we have 2 divided by a minus 3 minus 3 divided by 3a minus 2. So the way we solve the first question, that is how we are going to solve this one. The first thing we are going to do is to find our common denominator, which is a minus 3 and 3a minus 2. We'll divide a minus 3 into the common denominator. Whatever remains, we'll multiply with the numerator. We'll do the same with the 3a minus 2. We'll divide into the common denominator. Whatever remains, we'll multiply by the numerator 3. Let's do that. So our common denominator will be, open your brackets, a minus 3, close your brackets. Open your bracket, 3a minus 2, and close your bracket. We'll start dividing. A minus 3 into a minus 3, that will cancel. It's giving us a 1. We'll remain with the 3a minus 2. So we'll multiply that 3a minus 2 by our numerator 2. 3a minus 2 into 3a minus 2 is giving us a 1. Remainder, a minus 3, which we are going to multiply with the numerator. From here, what are we going to do? We'll expand. We'll multiply 2 times 3a, which will give us a 6a. 2 times negative 2 will give us a negative 4. Negative 3 times a will give us a negative 3a. Negative 3 times negative 3 will give us a positive 9. So we are going to have 6a minus 4 minus 3a plus 9 divided by our common denominator. From there, what we are going to do is to group the like terms together. 6a minus 3a are like terms. Positive 9 and negative 4 are like terms. Like terms can be simplified and like terms cannot be simplified. So we have 6a minus 3a plus 9 minus 4. 6a minus 3a is giving us a 3a. 9 minus 4 is giving us a 5. So our answer will be equal to 3a plus 5 divided by, open your brackets, a minus 3, close your bracket, open your bracket, 3a minus 2, close your bracket. As simple as that. So when you're looking at algebraic fractions, sometimes terms can be the denominator and numbers are the numerator, or they can give you the opposite. Terms can be the numerator and numbers can be the denominator. We go to the next question. Question 3 is saying express as a single fraction. We have 2 minus x divided by 2 plus x plus 1 divided by 3. So question 2 and question 3 are opposite. This time around, numbers are our denominator. So what we are going to do is to find the common denominator. When we find the common denominator, we'll divide each of the denominators into the common denominator. Whatever we get after dividing, we'll multiply with the numerator. So our common denominator here is 6. We'll start dividing. 2 into 6 will give us a 3. We'll multiply that 3 by the numerator, which is 2 minus x. 3 into 6 is giving us a 2. We'll multiply that 2 by our numerator, x plus 1. So from here, we are going to expand. We multiply 3 times 2, the same 3 times negative x. 2 times x, the same 2 times 1. So when we multiply 3 times 2, we'll get a 6. 3 times negative x will give us a negative 3x. 2 times x will give us 2x. 2 times 1 will give us a 2. From there, we'll group the like terms together. Our like terms are negative 3x plus 2x and positive 2 plus 6, or 6 plus 2. Now, negative 3x plus 2x have different signs, a negative and a positive. When they are given, you're supposed to subtract the numbers, put the sign of the bigger number. So negative 3x plus 2x is the same as a negative x, or negative 1x. 6 plus 2 is 8. So our answer will be negative x plus 8 over 6. That is our answer. As simple as that. We go to part B. Part B, we have 2x minus 1 divided by 5 minus 3x minus 2 divided by 7. So we'll do what we did in example A. We'll look for our common denominator. Which number can 5 and 7 be divided into without leaving a remainder, our common denominator is 35. So we are going to divide 5 into 35, which will give us a 7, which we are going to multiply with a 2x minus 1. 7 into 35 is a 5, which we are going to multiply by 3x minus 2. Let's do that. We'll start. 5 into 35 is 7. We'll multiply 7 by 2x minus 1. 7 into 35 is 5. We'll multiply 5 times 3x minus 2. From here, what are we going to do? We'll expand. We'll multiply 7 times 2x, which will give us a 14x. 7 times negative 1 will give us a negative 7. Negative 5 times 3x will give us a negative 15x. Negative 5 times negative 2 will give us a positive 10. From there, we are going to group the like terms together. Our like terms are 14x and negative 15x, positive 10 and a negative 7, or a negative 7 and a positive 10. Like terms can be simplified and like terms cannot be simplified. So we'll group the like terms together. 14x minus 15x will give us a negative 1x. Negative 7 plus 10 will give us a positive 3. So our answer will be negative x plus 3 divided by 35. As simple as that. So we go to the last question. The last question is saying express as a single fraction in its simplest form. We have x minus 3 divided by x squared minus 5x plus 6. So sometimes they can give you a question where you are given a quadratic expression. So what you are going to do is to solve the quadratic expression and check whether you are going to have common factors. So we'll start. We'll identify our A. Our A is a 1 here. Our B is a negative 5. And our C is a 6. When you're solving quadratic expressions or equations, you're supposed to multiply A times C and find the factors of B such that when you replace them, they are going to give us a B. So if we multiply 1 times 6, we are getting a 6. Which two integers can you multiply together to give you a 6, but when you add them, they will give you a negative 5? We have a negative 2 and a negative 3. If you multiply negative 2 times negative 3, you get a positive 6. But when you add them, you get a negative 5. So where there's negative 5 here, we'll replace it with the negative 2x and the negative 3x. That's what we are going to do. Then we'll factorize by grouping terms. What is common between x squared and negative 2x is an x. What is common between negative 3x and the positive 6 is a negative 3. So we'll factorize. So after factorizing like that, we'll group what has remained. What has remained is x minus 3. Common factor, x minus 2. From there, when you look at your numerator, which is x minus 3, it has a common factor, x minus 3. So we can divide x minus 3 into x minus 3 to give us a 1. So our answer will be equal to 1 divided by x minus 2. That is our answer. As simple as that.